Hey, how's it going? Spy here with another Scrap Mechanic episode. Now you guys have already probably noticed that we are back with the Fallout Shelter. This is a completely new series that I am going to be restarting. So many of you have been requesting me to restart the Fallout Shelter, and here it is, guys. We are going to be starting a new Fallout Shelter with no mods on the new engine. Now I apologize in advance, guys. I have been sick for a while, so there was a little bit of a delay in content. Also, the modded series are still going to be a little delayed as well, and the mini city is also delayed too because of problems with the new engine. But anyways, we are starting with the new Fallout Shelter, and here we are. As you guys could see, this is heavily inspired by Fallout 3's vaults, and we got like this little cave here. It still needs some work on it, but let's hop into the Fallout Shelter and see what is in there. Okay, so the first thing you guys probably noticed is that there is a door here. This door doesn't actually lead you anywhere. It actually leads you off of a cliff to the bottom of the world. I'll show you guys what this is all about and how it's going to work, because the previous Fallout Shelter actually had some problems with frames dropping, and I think I found a solution to that, even with the new engine's optimization for bigger creations. But anyways, we're gonna open up the vault here by pressing this door, and the alarms will go off, as you guys can hear. I tried making it as similar as possible to the Fallout 3 Vault 101. I think I did alright. There we go, we're gonna hop inside now, and here we are. But before we actually check out the rest, let's go back to the control room here. I still have to do some work on stuff inside the vault here, but we're gonna close the door here by pressing this button. There used to be a control panel in the actual game, right by that guardrail there, but I put it back here because it made more sense. So there we go. And right off the bat, you guys probably noticed that the vault door is not the same at all from Vault 101. They used to have like this little arm that popped down and pulled out the door, but that was a little more complicated, and I wanted to kind of conserve on all the bearings I'm going to be using for this project. But we have a simple piston here that extends out this way, and then pulls the door out, and then also retracts it this way. Kind of makes it look like it's rolling on the ground here, even though it really isn't. But anyways, we also have a light up there which turns on when the door is open, and we got these new lights from the last update inside the Fallout Shelter as well. They look pretty good. They don't really do much other than look nice, because we have gaps in the floor here, which I gotta fix up eventually because you could see through them in the right instance. There we go, which is kind of annoying. But here we go. This is like the entrance to the Fallout Shelter. I guess like the lobby. I'm not really sure what this is called. The door room? I'm not sure. But anyways, we got a bunch of cool little things in here, including these like little propane tanks or other kind of gas tanks here. I actually forgot to color these pipes up here. I'm not sure what color they're supposed to be, but I think a gray would look pretty nice with these pipes. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. But there we go. I think this would look pretty nice. But if you guys have any suggestions at all for the Fallout Shelter, please let me know. This is going to be a community project with no mods, so if you guys do want to follow it as well, the download link is in the description. But we're going to get to that in a second, because it is a little difficult to follow along on this project at first, because you're going to have to do something to be able to get into the vault. But we're going to get into that in a bit. But anyways, we got like this little generator here. It does nothing. I got this little control panel here, or circuit board, does nothing. And we got some wires and stuff, and I forgot to color that as well. Like I said, this is a ongoing project. There's stuff that's going to be constantly improved. I do like these stairs though, going up like this. We have the control room, you guys already seen it. I gotta add some stuff to this as well. It's kind of bare in here, but in here I think it looks pretty good. And then over here, what we have is we actually have a working elevator. Now the other floors have not been created yet, except the second floor, but that is just the basics of it, just to give you guys an example of what I'm going to do. So we're gonna go down. The elevator is a little unstable at the moment. We don't have an elevator door. I might get to that, but I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I'm trying to use as little bearings as possible until the end of the project, so that I can kind of determine how much more stuff I can add to it. So what we got here is the second floor. This zone is under construction, as you guys can see. And what I'm thinking of doing with this floor is making it the residential area, where all the people's rooms are. I think that's how it was in Fallout 3, but I'm not quite sure. If you guys have any suggestions at all for rooms, please let me know. But you guys are probably wondering, how far does this go down? It actually goes down 4 floors. I'm gonna probably extend that later on, but for now it goes down 4 floors. I think that's all we really need. But anyways, you guys are probably also wondering, how are you going to prevent this big creation from lagging? Well, as you guys could see, we're not actually in the ground like we would be in a fallout shelter. I kind of hid that with the cave up there, but in reality, we're actually up in the sky. And as you guys could see, we're pretty high up. Not that high though. Enough room to kind of get a bunch of floors on here, maybe 4 or 5 or 6. But there we go. What you guys could see here is we actually have these supports here. Now, don't go on with your friends, because I might break this and then your shelter's probably broken. But what we actually have here is 2 supports. And that's because this support is actually for the main entrance up there. And this one here is for the 2nd floor. And that's because what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be separating each and every floor from each other to kind of prevent a lot of frame dropping. The game will think that they are separate creations and might help us with making the vault a lot bigger with less lag or frame drops. Now, supposedly they kind of fixed that in the last update with the optimization, but I'm not sure. My mini city still has some problems, so I'm not going to really risk that. This might not be necessary at the moment, but I think doing this is not a very big hassle. Now, some of you are probably wondering, how do we get up there? Well, you spawn in your favorite helicopter or find one from the workshop. I'm going to spawn in this one, which was actually sent to me by Paulone for the mini city. It's actually one of my favorite helicopters, even though it's so simple. But here we go. I'm just going to fly up to the top of the sky base. And here we are. And all you do once you're up here is you just break into the vault just by breaking a hole in the roof here. Now, I gotta park this properly or it's not gonna work the best. Oh, just like that. Oh man, really? Really? There we go. Now we just remove our helicopters to kind of make it look nice. And then what we do really is we just break a hole in the roof here or wherever you want. What is this? I don't know. Break that. Hop in here. Close back up. And there you go. You're in the vault. Pretty simple. Then you just open the door, obviously. Pretty nice. I slowed this down as much as possible and tried making it turn as late as possible, but I think that's the best I could do with it. But anyways, guys, this is going to be an ongoing build and series, so if you have any suggestions at all for the fallout shelter, please let me know in the comments. And if you actually have any props that you want to send to me, send them to the email address or Twitter on the screen. Even if they're small props like console boxes or circuit boards or chairs and stuff like that, send them to me. This is a non-modded series, so you guys can follow along as much as you want. But anyways, now that we are done checking out the vault, I want to tell you guys that I actually purchased a HTC Vive. I'm not sure if I'm going to do many videos of it on my channel. If you guys want me to, please let me know as well. I played it at my friend Ryan's, and I got addicted the first time I hopped into it. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. It was a little shorter than usual. I apologize. I just got back from Christmas and I got sick, which really sucks. But thank you guys for watching and subscribing. And remember, stay sweet. Bye.